All right, guys. So as we all know, all the accolades came out for the NFL season. I'm gonna read from bottom up, and I think this guy, man, he does a lot of credit of what he went through because he literally almost died. But Alex Smith winning comeback player of the year, which is awesome. Coach of the year, Kevin Stefanski for the Browns, which they finally beat the Steelers in a play, and just to get to the playoff and win a playoff game. Defensive rookie of the year, this kid is nasty. Chase Young is just a beast. Then offensive rookie of the year, Justin Herbert for the Chargers, which a lot of people doubted him coming in.
And I was one of them.
He can sling it coming out of Oregon. Defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald for the Rams. There's not enough said. Best player.
TJ Watt should have won.
It always goes to one of them, so it's either or.
But if you go off of statistics, if you go off of like tackles, interceptions, sacks, tip passes, every single defensive like major category, TJ Watt actually beat him in every category.
I think it was also came down. I think it came down in that one. I think it came down to the strength of schedule, which they have a tougher division. Plus, they had a better record.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to say is that people probably put the team involvement in it, and they probably put the amount of impact Aaron Donald has on the defense because he gets double and triple teamed like every play.
Yeah. And then offensive player of the year, Derrick Henry.
I think he rushed for over 2,000 yards again. There's something crazy to it.
Yeah, 2,053 or something like that.
And then Aaron Rodgers won MVP. He had 48 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
Yeah. Woo.
Remember last year they said he had 8 or 9 interceptions, and that was a down year for him.
I know exactly.
So I'll let you guys just go in on what do you think of each category, and I'll let you go ahead, Drew.
One note on the defensive player of the year. I think Aaron Darnold is one of 3 players to win the award 3 times.
Yep.
Yeah, I read that yesterday. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who is the other? Who was the other, Andrew?
It was J.J. Watt and was it Ed Reed?
Wow.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Let me look that one up.
It wasn't.
And J.J. Watt's another future Hall of Famer, most likely.
How much does Ray Lewis have?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers just got his 3rd MVP too. So
well, I could definitely see Ed Reed winning a couple of because Ed Reed, he always had a lot of those like eye-popping numbers, like a lot of interceptions, a lot of interception return yards, forced fumbles. He was kind of like he was like a pre-Honey Badger, basically. He was always around the ball. Wherever the ball was, he was there.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what did you guys think of each? I'll go with you, Carlos, since Drew's looking something up. What do you think of each category?
J.J. Watt and Lawrence Taylor.
Oh wow! LT. I mean, that's pretty good company right there.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. What do I think? I mean, I think that they got pretty much every one of these right. I think defensive player of the year, like obviously you can't go wrong with Aaron Donald. I probably would have gone with TJ Watt. Just because of the numbers, but Aaron Donald is the best defensive player in the NFL. Offensive rookie of the year. I mean, Herbert had a fantastic year. That's a really hard one. I mean, I probably would have gone with Herbert as well, just because of the quarterback position. And he threw 31 touchdowns, 10 picks. But Justin Jefferson had 88 for 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. So he was a really close second. So if they would have went either way on that one, I would have been fine. Defensive rookie of the year, can't go wrong with Chase Young at all. Coach of the year, I thought Kevin Stefanski did a great job. Personally, I probably would have gave it to Sean McDermott of the Buffalo Bills. Just because they had a fantastic year. I don't think anybody would have seen them winning 13 games, although many people probably would not have thought of the Browns making the playoffs in the first place. So regardless, it's just one of those awards I can't really argue with any of these.
Carlos,
I think that they did a good job.
I want to ask you something. What do you think, talking about the Bills, how much of an impact Diggs had on that in the offseason trade? how big of an impact do you think that was from going to, I don't remember what they were last year, to winning 13 games?
Huge. I mean, because their number one target last season was John Brown. I mean, he's a nice receiver, but he's definitely, he does not have the skill set that Stephon Diggs has. I mean, Diggs had, I think, the most receptions in the NFL at 127, and I believe the most yards in the NFL with over 1,500 yards. So he had a fantastic year. But you also can't fault the Minnesota Vikings too, because that pick turned into Justin Jefferson. Who's going to have a great future for them as well. So I think it's one of those trades that worked out really good for both teams.
It's just something about the Vikings where they just draft great wide receivers.
Yeah, exactly. They drafted Moss, drafted Diggs, drafted Jefferson now.
Chris Carter? Didn't they draft Chris Carter too?
No, he was drafted by the Eagles.
Oh, so he came over. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Drew. What do you think about the list?
Yeah, I have no qualms with it at all. I know here in the area, Chase Young and Alex Smith definitely linking up to beat that Steelers team was a big thing, because I mean, nobody really, the quarterback situation was in shambles, and then Alex Smith came on the scene and was like, okay, we can really focus, and then they end up winning the division after that, and so
Not hard though.
Yeah.
Not a hard division there though.
Yeah.
The NFC, the great NFC East.
Yeah. So,
Hey D, what about you? What did you think about the list? Is he asleep? I don't know. No, I'll edit that out. Anyways,
D's asleep, I think.
He's like, hey, we're not talking about basketball. Why am I? But yeah, I think they definitely got it right. But my thing was, Alex Smith getting comeback of the year. Awesome, especially going through the grueling the last 2 years and almost, dying because there was issues with the procedures. I think he had to get 8 or 9 procedures done.
19 surgeries.
19? That's crazy.
Isn't that? Yeah, man.
But yeah,
Crazy.
I watched a lot of Justin Herbert at Oregon, and then seeing him with the Chargers, and it was. I never
He's
saw
nasty.
him like this in Oregon. That's what's crazy. It's kind of like the Kentucky players for college basketball, where there's so many come out, but they don't fully show what they can do until they hit the NBA, right?
Yeah.
So
When I look at Herbert, he almost reminds me of a little bit more mobile. Well, so like a younger Big Ben. Like he's got a big arm, big dude. He can throw the ball accurately. He can throw it with touch. He can fire it in there. I definitely see a lot of the same kind of resemblance there. And I think the only thing that hurts for Justin Herbert is plays in the same division as the Chiefs and has Mahomes in his division, which sucks.
All right, guys. I just wanted to thank Carlo for coming on. He had to leave a little bit early, but go ahead, D. Go ahead and end it.
All right, y'all. It's your boy D. I'm here with my man T and my big dog Drew. And this is Saturday Morning Traffic, the greatest podcast, not the latest podcast. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, unsubscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
dislike. Hey man, if you don't like what we doing, you're more than welcome to leave. We ain't forcing nobody. We ain't holding a gun to your head. Just understand, this is a very great podcast. So if you do decide to unsubscribe, your loss, not mine. But yeah, it's been a great episode. Want to appreciate Carlo for coming on. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all just tune in, man. It's good. It's good.